Kelly Edwards from Mindfulness for Mothers. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Lee Sheldrick, a chiropractor with over 17 years experience specialising in women and children's health. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
The reason that I've asked you to join us today is that we've relatively recently done a survey of the mothers in our community and asked them what their top 10 challenges as a mother are. The top one is just overwhelmed, too much to do, busy, never feeling like you get anything finished. And one of the consequences of that is not enough time to look after themselves and their body health. So knowing that that's an area that you're passionate about, I wondered what your top tips for a busy mother would be.
Well, Kelly, I try and keep it really simple. It's really important for women to do 3 things. So I'll just explain those 3 things, and then if people are doing that, they really can relax. That's enough. Okay. First of all, walking. That's something that a lot of people underestimate. But mothers do such a lot of walking incidentally. And as long as they're doing 7,500 steps a day, which might sound a lot, but I'd be very, very surprised if I ever managed to meet a mother that didn't do at least that. They're doing enough. That's enough. So walking's a fantastic exercise. The research shows if you can only choose one exercise, make it walking. So it's great.
And we're already doing it.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. And what's number 2 on your list?
Number 2 is pelvic floor exercises. They're very important. When my patients come into the practice and I query them, are they doing the pelvic floor, they always look a bit guilty and say they're not. But it is something we need to do. It does have a massive impact on our health in terms of continence now and as we age, sexual pleasure, so that's important, and our posture. So they are 3 important reasons to do it. In Australia, about 20% of women suffer from weak pelvic floor muscles. There are a number of causes, but pregnancy is certainly one of them. It's simply the weight of the baby as they develop. It's less so how we actually deliver, whether it's a vaginal delivery or through Caesar, which people often think that one's going to make a difference. It's not actually.
Okay.
It's actually the pressure of the baby. Pelvic floor exercises, people get a bit confused, but they're actually really, really simple. All you need to do is imagine you're pulling up your pelvic floor, front and back passage at the same time, and holding it for 8 seconds, and then relax. If you repeat that 8 times, and once you've done that, then do 8 quick pulses, holding them for 1 second each.
And what's number 3?
Number 3 is my favourite. It's a chest stretch. I get all my patients to do it, but I really, really do nag mothers. Simply because mothers spend a lot of time leaning forward. They lean forward with their children, changing nappies, packing lunch boxes, doing homework. That's all in front of them. And then if they're working on top of that, again, mostly it's sitting at a desk. So what happens is over time, we just develop this shift in our posture. And that puts an enormous strain on our neck and shoulders. Can give us headaches, tight shoulders, make us really exhausted, affect our breathing. It reduces our oxygenation through our lungs. And most importantly, it actually affects our cortisol level. Research has shown that when we stand up nice and tall with our shoulders back, adopting this position, it actually decreases our cortisol level, our stress hormone, by up to 25%.
Wow.
I know. And it's so, so simple. So I get patients to do a stretch where they simply stand in the corner with their arms out at right angles, one foot in front of the other. And all you have to do is lean in onto your front knee, making sure you're keeping your back nice and straight and looking straight ahead. The biggest mistake people make when they do this stretch is pushing their tummy in because it's easier, or poking their chin into the corner. Again, it makes the stretch easier. So as long as people remember to keep themselves upright, leaning forward, count of 10. Very, very simple. And particularly I suggest tying that with something that they do regularly. So going to the bathroom, doing the corner stretch. So every time they go to the bathroom, they do the corner stretch. Hopefully that's about 6 times a day. And then they're getting enough stretch to actually have a more permanent impact on their posture, which will really affect their health and well-being.
Fantastic. So 3 things. Walking, 7,500 steps a day.
That's it.
Pelvic floor exercises twice a day.
Twice a day.
And how many times again for the chest stretch?
6 is great.
Yeah?
I will accept 4.
Okay, brilliant. And that's all.
That's it.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time, Lee.
My pleasure.
I'm pleased to announce that Mindfulness for Mothers and Ollie Owl are coming together to celebrate Children's Week by hosting a special draw. 2 lucky people will be given a postural pillow and a complimentary subscription to the Mindfulness for Mothers premium program. Simply leave your email address at either of our websites to be included in the draw. Winners will be announced on Facebook on the 26th of October. Good luck, and I hope you've enjoyed our video blog on body health for busy mothers.